Defensive tackle Dalvin Tomlinson, big free agent signing by the Minnesota Vikings. Right on, man. Congratulations. Welcome to the state. And really, what's it like for the first time, I would say, back to when you lived in Georgia and you played Pop Warner football? First time you've changed teams. What's that like?
Thank you, and it's you can tell it's different. You can say, like you said, thinking about it now, going back all the way to Pop Warner is definitely different. I didn't even think about it like that.
Now, when you officially settle in here, which I would imagine would be soon, the shoe collection. Does the shoe collection come with you? And when did your love for Jordans really bite you?
The shoe collection definitely has to come with me. It's probably the first thing I ship out here. But my love for Jordans, I always had a love for Jordans, but my shoe collection, I would have to say, started when I got to Alabama. I started like a little mini shoe collection.
Do you have any purple and gold Jordans to like maybe wear on game day to match the purple and gold you're going to be dominating in when we start playing games?
Most definitely, I got a pair of purple and gold Jordans. I just looked at them yesterday. Matter of fact.
And then kind of like a genie in a bottle, like, yes, here we go, new colors, man. Hey, what do you know about the Vikings as of now, and what do you like?
Um, I yeah, I didn't know much about the Vikings before I came. As I didn't know the culture they have. I didn't know much about it. But the more I'm here, the more I'm learning about it, and I want to learn more about the culture. And yeah, just the team, the organization itself is amazing. And I knew about Dalvin, and I knew that was the only other Dalvin I knew. So I would have to say two Dalvins is better than one. So.
And you know what, man? I mean, how about your 2017? I mean, you're a four-time SEC champion. You're a
Mhm.
national champion with the Crimson Tide. First year in the NFL, you go 3-13, and the coach gets fired. I mean, you must have been like, "Hello, what happened? What are we doing here?"
Oh yeah, it was a wake-up call for sure. Just to know that every win in the NFL has to be earned. It's not given to you. You have to earn each and every win you get. It's hard to win in the NFL, and yeah, it was a culture. It was a shock for sure, just because coming from Alabama, winning is like the regular. You have to win. If you don't win the national championship, is a bad year. To the 3-13 season, it was tough, but you fight through it, and you just keep working and keep dominating, and just keep getting better day in and day out.
Now, Mr. Dalvin Tomlinson, one of the best offensive players on this team, Justin Jefferson, played at LSU. You okay with that?
Most definitely. It was the same way when I got to the Giants my rookie year. Like Odell went to LSU too, so I feel like I have a thing with LSU wide receivers. I don't know what it is.
Now, the defensive line coach here, Andre Patterson,
Mhm.
incredibly well respected, just very, very good at what he does. Co-defensive coordinator too, and the head coach Mike Zimmer, he's defensive oriented. So, like with Andre and/or Zim, how do you expect them to use you?
I expect them to use me across the board in run game, pass game. Just we haven't really gotten to the details of it, but I'm super excited. Just wherever they need me, I'm going to play it.
Now, for those when it comes to the nose tackle and or the three technique as defensive tackles go, for those taking this in, listening to it on the radio or the .com, what's the big difference between a nose tackle and a three technique?
I would have to say the three tech has a little bit more space, and the nose tackle, everything happens a lot faster. The closer you are to the ball, the faster your reaction has to be for the different blocks and schemes that you may get at defensive tackle, because you don't have a lot of time to respond when you have a guard and a center on you in like zero point 0.2 seconds. So the more space you have, like at three tech, the more opportunity you can have to mess up, not to mess up, to fix your mess up or your mental error, as we say.
So, do you have a preference? I mean, like, have you been better at either spot? I mean, well, I would imagine you've played both. You and Michael Pierce, man, you guys both are big, and I would imagine you're both going to command double teams at times, which is great for the Vikings. But do you have a preference?
I'm cool with either or. As long as I get to put my hand in the dirt, I'm happy.
Now, getting sacks from the three technique spot here over the last X amount of years, man, honestly, has been a problem. Is that something you think you can help? And if so, how?
Most definitely, just because just the physicality of the rush I use. You have to be able to disrupt the pocket a lot. And with the defensive guys we have already, I feel like there's going to be a lot of opportunity to make plays from the interior defensive line.
So, Dalvin, you think I'm seeing this correctly? So, like Michael Pierce, Dalvin Tomlinson, Danielle Hunter. Let's just begin with those three. I mean, you can't double team them all. And I mean, it's going to be a pick your poison situation. It's a wonderful situation, isn't it?
Most definitely. Just in that situation, it just comes down to, as us D linemen say, you have to win your one-on-one blocks. So if you do that, we're going to have a lot of fun out here this upcoming season.
Dalvin Tomlinson, new Minnesota Vikings defensive tackle, is joining us now. A couple of quickies to close here. Last season, playing with no fans, or maybe if you went on the road and there were a few fans, just what was that overall experience like for you?
It was definitely different. I would personally love fans back in the stands, but with COVID and everything, we just have to set that up so it can be safe for everyone. And yeah, it was different simply because just when you get in your stance and you don't hear anybody, it's like quiet in the stadium. It's like it just I feel like you was at practice sometimes. But it was good simply because as for players, after you get in a zone and you just start playing, you don't even notice it at some points. It's just like you're just playing football, just like you would with or without fans.
Now, lastly, beating the Green Bay Packers around here means a lot. Division rival, MVP at quarterback. That's the target, man. We're all shooting for Green Bay. Mm-hmm. Have you ever put any good licks on Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers has a good clock in his head, so he throws the ball every time you get close to him. So hopefully I could get some hits on him, but it's always a challenge when facing him.
Hey man, if I get the opportunity, I can't wait to see that shoe collection, specifically the purple and gold. Very, very happy you're on our team. Safe travels to you, and thanks a lot for joining.
Thank you for having me.